Welcome to Louisville, where the average player experience looks something like this. In this series, I spent 100 days attempting to liberate the entirety of Louisville by killing every single zombie. Will I kill every zombie? I'm not even sure. There'll definitely be a fun challenge with lots of up and downs, so stick around and find out. Enjoy the video. Anyway, we start off by just cleaning around the base. A few zombies are around. For this segment of the video, our target is going to be finding a sledgehammer, and what better place to find a sledgehammer than a massive construction site. So now my job is to clear out this entire construction site and fingers crossed find a sledgehammer. Now granted, this does take quite a few days, so this is quite quick fire, because I don't want to really show you guys a really long time lapse of me killing zombies, because as fun as that can be, not everyone wants to see massive long time lapses, so I'm trying to cut it up with a few things in between. Yeah, the only issue with killing all these zombies out there is that it brings them back to my base, so every morning I wake up and my first job is just to clear every zombie around my base. Just want to say thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers, it means the world, and I'm happy to announce that I'm finally making a Discord server. The link to the Discord will be in the description and the pinned comments. Furthermore, for my very dedicated fans, I'm releasing channel memberships. You can pick one of the 4 levels that's offered, each offering their own special members only perks. If you do enjoy this channel, please consider, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So on the construction site, so I'm looking around and yeah, there's no sledgehammers here. I was hoping I would be able to find one in a box here or a crate, but we're going to have to go into the big building and try to find one there. However, there's quite a lot of zombies in here. On the little radar map that I use to figure out where zombies are, so I know that we've liberated the entirety of buildings and stuff, there are about 400 dots in this one single building, and this is on the outskirts of Louisville. I am scared of them all, which is what we'll be facing later. End of day 13, really tired and just exhausted. I head back to base early and just spend the day working on my carpentry. In the comments, put how many kills you think I'll get this episode. I already have 600 kills. Let me know what you think I'll have at the end of the video. Back to the construction site on day 14, once again, what a surprise. So I've kind of cleared out the front of it, and yeah, there's quite a lot of zombies at the back, so I'm trying to clear out these at the moment. If you are enjoying this video, please consider subscribing and help me reach 6,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Enjoy the video. And once again, day 15, I spend the morning clearing zombies out around my base. I head back early at about 6 o'clock again, and I continue working on my carpentry skill. I really want to be able to make some doors, because at the moment, the base doesn't have a door. Alright, and on day 16, we're still going through these halls, and we're doing it with knives, anything I can find. I don't really want to use my like axes and machetes and stuff on these guys, because there's not that many, and I'd rather save those for like them all. I then once again head back early and start working on my carpentry, and I get level 1 carpentry. And on to day 17. Okay, so on to day 17, I start out already exhausted at 10 o'clock in the morning because I had to deal with so many zombies. As you can see here on the map, we're pretty much clearing this building. It's pretty cool. So we enter inside and try and look for the sledgehammer. Fingers crossed, honestly, if it's not here, I'm just gonna give up. There are a few zombies inside, but I deal with them alright. And there's one of me going through the building, looking at every single crate possible and killing every zombie I see. Not many zombies, lots of crates. And one thing that I don't find any of the crates is the sledgehammer that I've been wanting for the past 6 days, basically. This is kind of the point where I start to lose hope. It's the second to last room to look. I look in the crate, nothing. I go back to the other room. Literally, I've given up. What do I find? A sledgehammer. And if you look at the map now, we're basically cleared this entire building. Just a few stragglers outside. Now, the reason why we wanted that sledgehammer was because we want to go clear the gun store and basically loot it for everything it has. So I set off on day 18, and on the way, I forget one thing. The sledgehammer. I put it down somewhere. So back I go, and yes, I did crash the car going back in. back we go. And here's a little zombie killing montage for you. Alright, and in we go. Sledgehammer out, let's get the guns. In this clip you just see me walking around, but I'll tell you what I really got because I kind of spent quite a long time in this shop. What did I find in the gun store? Well, I found approximately 350 12 gauge shotgun shells and a really nice new shotgun. So in the end, a complete win. I head back with all my earnings and don't crash. I don't crash, I promise. I don't crash. I do have a tendency to though, but I didn't this time. And head to bed. It's late, I'm so tired. Day 19, I basically spent this entire day breaking down every garage door on these lots. A few of them have zombies inside, but I deal with them fine. But we get quite a lot, and we also find quite a few generators, so I do take one back and I set it up. I'm so glad I found that generator magazine earlier. Occasionally I get the door huggers, which managed to sneak through somehow, but I dealt with one of them. This is when I break down this door, and I find probably my favourite arcade machine. Obviously I pick it up, and I run back inside and it goes right down to my base. Hopefully I can keep the power on and it will stay on. That's the end of day 19, and on day 20 I head back up and we start my next project. Clearing out this big residential kind of hotel room, and holy crap, look how many zombies there are. Firstly I decided to clear out the outside. And this is when I kind of adopt the hammer meta, right? So I have about 10 hammers a base, and I decide I'm just going to use the hammers because they're really good. So that's what I do. And I won't lie, I really started to enjoy using the hammers. Granted, I did go through basically all of them. And look how many there are just from this one building. It's actually incredible. And the scariest part is when I go around the side in a second, you'll see the amount of zombies that are still in there. I mean, look just there. How many zombies are in there through the window? As you can see here, I look inside as well from the side of the building. And look at them all. That's scary. A lot of them get pulled outside, so I kind of pull them down this long road and deal with them, or deal with as many as I can. But there are so many. And I didn't bring enough ammo, to be honest with you, although I do kind of want to conserve shotgun shells because I've got a limited supply and I want to use that for them all. Just look how many there are, it's incredible. I can't begin to imagine what the horde of them all is going to look like. You guys will probably see it in about 5-10 minutes, so you guys can look forward to that. For me, that was probably about 4 or 5 hours away of gameplay. This horde nearly brings me back all the way to the edge of Louisville, into the forest. Thankfully though, I decided to not go into the forest with all these guys, so I head back home, and yeah, I rest up. And day 21 is pretty short. I dealt with a lot of zombies outside the building. A lot of them have been dragged down the side, so I was kind of safe to walk around out here. I dealt with all these, and then I started working my way down the side way. However, there were thankfully not as many. They'd kind of spread out. And that's all I did for day 21. Not a lot, but I headed to bed, and on to day 22. On day 22, we continued breaking down the hordes, one zombie at a time. It takes ages, but with this new weapon we found it so much easier. I decided to then expand my little base a little bit, kind of knock a few walls down. I then get a few visitors. They're dealt with. I don't know how I missed that first hit. I then head home and start reading because I've completely neglected the reading books. On to day 23. Hammers are OP. And this is what the street looks like. Look at how many that are literally just here, and there are so many down the other side as well. I decided it's time to head into this building, and I kill a fountain zombie. Poor guy, he was stuck in there. I spend the rest of the day looking around, seeing if there's anything there that I can take home. However, there isn't a whole lot of stuff, apart from one sack which I take, which we used for the farm. I hear zombies, but I can't see any, and I know that there's lots of floors, so I do check all the other floors. Okay, and this is where I figure something out. This building here is the one that I've just been clearing out, and there are zombies trapped inside these pillars. So as you can see here, these pillars like this, like this, like this, there are zombies trapped in them, and especially this one, which I'll show you later. There's also something wrong with this building. So if I go on to level 2, you can see, yeah, everything has doors. Apart from this room here, there is no entrance to this room. There's no doors, but there are so many zombies in here, as you can see from the minimap here. Yeah, there's nothing here. You can't get into that room, so I'm going to break Sledgehammer back. So the rest of day 23, I spend it just trying to clear out some of the mall car parking lot. I then head home and go to sleep. It's late and I'm tired. On to day 24. Day 24, I start off really early in the morning because I've got a lot of stuff I want to do today. So I start by just going hammer time on all these zombies out here. As you can see from the map, there's a hell of a lot, and this building that I cleared earlier in this episode is now full of zombies, but that's because I dragged them all down. So I spend today basically dealing with every single one of them and re-clearing what I had cleared. And this is when I found probably my favourite weapon that I've had so far, a tactical axe. Now this thing was a monster. Basically it was a one shot to most zombies, 2 shots maximum used. So this is what I used, even though it's very, very stamina inefficient, but it's just a lot more fun. I mean, look at this, I just tear through them. The only thing is I can't really deal with big cores with this because it's quite slow. I then go back to the base at the end of the day, and I make a bit of a mistake. I destroy one of the exterior walls. Now it's not really a mistake, but I didn't want to do that. And as if by magic, it's sorted. I then spend the rest of day 24 clearing up the base because it's a bit of a mess at the moment with everything on the floor. On to day 25. On day 25, I come back with a sledgehammer. What? Why is there a zombie in there? There's 2 zombies in there. I do it to this one as well. I don't think there's a zombie in there. I turn around. Oh, I get a jump scared. I visibly jumped out of my chair. Thank God I don't have like a face cam on or something, because that would have been awful. And here I go. I'm breaking down the wall. I'm scared. I look back and I realise there's a nightstand blocking the zombies. So I go and break another wall. And look how many there are. I forget to change, so I beat that one with the sledgehammer. But then the rest I deal with the axe. Then I head down and I think this zombie is in the pillar, but they're actually behind the pillar and gives me a bit of a jump scare. And look how many zombies are in this pillar. I know why they're spawning in here, it's because I'm using a building spawn fix, so all the zombies actually spawn, so I can actually kill every zombie because of the way that the spawning mechanics work in the game. They're a bit of a pain. So, I deal with all those, and that building is fully cleared as you can see on the map. And now this is the fun part. I'm going to clear out the entirety of the car park. However, it's already late, and because I've been using the axe, I head home, and you can just see the amount of zombie corpses that I've just executed on this road. It's insane. And then on the end of day 25, I do a bit of cleaning. I actually spend so long, I forget what the time is, and it's basically pitch black. And it's 12:30 at night. On to day 26. This is the day I head back, and we go ham on the zombies. I start by clearing out all the zombies around the car parking lot with my amazing new axe. I absolutely love it, it's my favourite thing. I then decide it's probably best to go to the tactical machete because there's quite a lot of zombies there. And then a bit more of an axe killing montage, here you go. I take a quick gummy bear break, and then on to killing more zombies. There are so many zombies in this car parking lot, but I'm going to get rid of all of them. And the reason why I'm getting rid of them now is I don't want to be fighting the entrance to the mall whilst not having like my back safe, because I always want to be able to come back if I need to. I've actually dealt with a hell of a lot of them. I then look around and try and find a car that works, and I find this red van. This is going to be my new car. It's so good. I love having a big van as a car. Careful not to tip it over on all the zombie corpses because it's a little bit wobbly. On to day 27. I start the car up and head out. This day will be the day where I get to the front of the mall and I start luring out the zombies. This is going to be a very, very, very combat focused day, and I brought snacks. Look how close the car was to flipping. Look at that, it's awful. I open the minimap and look how many zombies are in the mall. This is going to be something. So I'll give a quick thumbs up and we get going. I start by just killing the zombies that are just resting at the entrance. Keep in mind this is one of like 6 entrances I think, so we might have to do this multiple times. There's not many here right now, but don't you worry, just you wait. I go along making as much sound as possible because I want them all out here now. I can't bother to wait anymore, so I bring them to me. It starts to rain, which kind of fits the mood of just a zombie massacre. And here they come. Not many, but they start to come. I also shoot off a few rounds of my shotgun just to attract even more. I like fighting a few zombies, but also with something like this, you want to bring as many as you possibly can outside. And here's where they come pretty fast at me. It's fine though, I've got my meat cleaver. But as you can see, they're starting to pick up the amount of zombies that are coming out. Now this will be a very time-lapse focused day, obviously, because there's lots of fighting. This is such an important milestone for this run. I do show a lot of it. I'm not sure if all of you like time lapses, but it's important. And look how many zombies there are now. This is what I was talking about, and we needed these guns. Still fighting, and look how many zombies there are. There is so many, and it feels like whenever I shoot, I don't even make a dent in the wall of zombies that's approaching me. It's kind of scary actually, but don't worry. I sadly then actually have to go home because I run out of weapons and I don't want to break them. So I just drive around in my car and yeah, there's quite a lot of zombies there. So I'm going to head back tomorrow. I get back to home and I spend the rest of the day just chilling at base. On to day 28. Okay, and on day 28, a bit of a surprise, the horde has been travelling down towards my base. I get out of the car and we deal with them all. I think it's still amazing how many zombies there are. So obviously I'm playing on 2 times the population for Louisville, so there'll probably be at least 80,000 zombies in Louisville, so yeah, quite a lot, but there's so many just in this one mall. And I've spent now, what, 4 days just in the car parking lot, just killing zombies, bringing them out, and as you can see here, we're getting through them, we're really getting through them, and I walked around here just to look at the amount of zombie corpses, it's insane. And then on to day 29, we go back to the mall, and yeah look, there really isn't many zombies in the car parking lot, they're mainly just inside the mall. So to bring some of the zombies in them more outside, because it's easy to fight them outside, I go around in my van, blasting the horn and trying to attract as many as I can outside. After I've brought as many as I can outside, I head home and I'm going to deal with them all tomorrow. On to day 30. On to day 30, back again, dealing with the hordes. What's new? These machetes that I've found are so useful, they're so powerful. Oh, I'm so glad that I got them. As you can see here, I'm just mowing through them, always on the move. Sadly, I get tired and I have to head home. We ended the day on 3,760 zombie kills. I wonder who was closest in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and help me reach 6k subscribers. Furthermore, don't forget about the Discord server. Everyone's welcome to join. Stay safe, survivors, and see you in the next episode.